My friends, today we're going to check out some NBA 2K22 content. It is IGN and their review of NBA 2K22. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to give my point of view on it. I might have to mute it. We'll find out.
When a basketball player gets into the zone, people say it can feel like time slows to a crawl. They can see things before they happen.
I've only just started playing, but this court is fire. That looks sick. Not the biggest fan of call to the ball with the number one, and it feels very tacky and like it's just been thrown on.
Every little detail about their opponent stands out, and the rim seems to get bigger and more inviting. NBA 2K22 never quite makes it all the way to the zone, but the improved gameplay and breadth of content get it closer than the series has been for the past few years.
100%. So much better than the past few years. Maybe even 1,000%. It's actually going in the right direction. Which only means that the next one, if it doesn't live up to hype, it's been a while since we've seen an NBA live game. If they come in and they have a fun game, they might be able to come in and sneak some of the hype. This would have had a great season, great game. But if they want to come in and take it from behind, if they still do that,
shooting to a city filled with diverse ways to improve your My Player character, 2K22 feels like a breath of fresh air compared to 2K21.
I do have to admit, blocking feels so good this year. Might just be me because I got a power forward this year. Normally I used to play with a point guard, I think, but feels good this year. Curry for three.
Out of the gate, NBA 2K22 is a new game on the hardwood. Gone are the days of rim running through traffic and Curry sliding into open threes. Instead, you'll need to play a more controlled style of basketball to come out on top. Visual Concepts has introduced a new way to handle stamina loss, which has a huge impact on your shot meter. If you try to sprint around the court or stand at the top of the key hitting dribble moves, you'll run out of stamina and start breaking shots left and right. Instead, the offensive game is much more focused on good team basketball. That means the pick and roll is your friend, whether using it to blow by a slower defender or waiting for the defense to switch and then letting your...
What is that jersey? Oh, it's San Antonio's. It almost looks green. Like a dark... I know, my eyes are fucked. Dark green. Black kind of color.
Big man, go to work on a guard. 2K22 rewards you for smart, patient play. And for fans of the deep ball, don't worry. You'll still be splashing threes like you're playing for the Golden State Warriors. You'll just have to play smart with your shots, using picks and more thoughtful dribbling to get the space to unleash from deep. As long as you keep your stamina up, shooting is even easier this year, giving you...
Has anyone played the WNBA in the game yet? I haven't tried it yet, but I wonder if the feel feels any different. They feel more agile and feel like they're faster on the feet, or if it feels exactly the same as the guys, just with a different body shape.
You the chance to go on a bonanza. Now here's Bucket.
Flash.
Buries it from three-point range. On the other side of the ball, 2K22 is more balanced than it's been in years. That's mostly because Visual Concepts has fully redone the shot contest and blocking system, making...
So it does feel better. Okay. The blocking system is so good this year.
Big men feel even more dominant in the post. This leads
100%.
to times where taller, more athletic players feel a bit overpowered, but it also means you're not getting stuck in weird animations that lead to points for the opposing team. That doesn't mean a few of those legacy animations won't pop up time to time, but they're less noticeable in this iteration. Improved gameplay doesn't mean much if you don't have good places to take advantage of it, but fortunately, Visual Concepts has provided...
It's sad that Chernobyl, whatever his name is, I know that's going to piss a lot of people off, is got the same hair, and he's like a 40-year-old guy as the GOAT, Alex Caruso.
out its selection of
I
modes.
feel bad for that guy.
Whether you want
I'm
to
losing my hair,
build your
but
player up in My Career,
beanies.
build a dream team of past and present stars in My Team, take over an entire franchise in My NBA, or conquer the women's game in the W, NBA 2K22 has you covered. My Career on Next Gen is highlighted by the city. This gigantic area is where you'll take your own budding superstar through his pro career while also balling out on the streets. However, one of the most notable
I do like the skateboarding and the fact that it's incorporated, but once you've played games like Skate, anything that's like this, where you hit a wall and it just bounces off it,
However,
doesn't feel right.
Notable focuses this year is the off-court activities. Your brand manager Ricky has been putting in the work to help you build your personal brand that extends far beyond the NBA. The world is your oyster. You'll meet up with celebs like the game.
Fire.
Engage in shameless product placement with Jake from State Farm, become a fashion icon, and perform DJ sets on the street as you start up a burgeoning rap career. Or heck, you can forget it all and just breeze around kick flipping over napping pedestrians. It really does let you experience the full breadth of the NBA star lifestyle. Or it would, if not for so many bugs and weird design decisions. Quests routinely bug out and the off-court physics are finicky, to say the least. Also, when you're actually playing basketball in the city, you often get penalized for reasons that don't make any sense. You might get randomly switched to a new man on defense and need to sprint across the court. If you don't make it in time, congrats on your downgrade. Little issues like this have been in NBA 2K for years and continue to frustrate.
Forever.
My Team is home to similar highs and lows. The good news is that Visual Concepts has provided more than enough content to keep you busy, which means you don't need to open your pocketbook for pesky microtransactions if you don't want to.
Are you sure? This is 2K. This is fucking 2K. It's always about money.
However, new features like the shoe builder and card grading system feel mostly tacked on and don't add much to the gameplay. My Team's biggest problem, though, is the multiplayer modes. What was once Triple Threat Online is now the 100, which hurts good players because giving up points kills your chances at rewards. Limited and unlimited remain unchanged, which is disappointing seeing how unrewarding they felt in 2K21. The one saving grace is perhaps the draft mode, though even that feels the sting of monetization as you have to pay real money to enter once you run out of the limited tickets you get from playing My Team.
Right.
My NBA has spent the off-season making improvements to how you build your...
They did this when I used to play it, and it was the funnest fucking mode. But why the fuck do you have to put money into it? Like, you'd have to do ridiculous, like, achievements and stuff to get money, get these tokens and shit, when you should make it a staple of the game, because people enjoy collecting cards and doing this. The other ones are a bit meh. They feel like overused now. Like, there's nothing different in them. Why would you not incorporate and make this more part of, like, the newer things that you're throwing in, like, make them easier to do, and the things that you don't normally do, like the things that you used to do and the other ones harder to get to. So then it balances out the level of how often you play these things. So when you go into a new 2K, like 2K23, you make the things that you used to do easily hard again, and you change it up, so then you bring the new content in and you get more accessible of the new content that you're not playing.
As you have
I don't know. That's just my thought.
To enter once you run out of the limited tickets you get.
I have ditched My Team at the moment because I feel like it's so much more of a grind. And for what? I feel like, yeah, you get good cards, whatever, but there needs to be something that, like, pushes you to collect them. Like, you need things that for next year's one, like, if you collect all the shooting guards, you start off with the best shooting, like, not the best shooting guard, like a 90 overall shooting guard or something like that. Like, if you grind and put a lot of hours into this, like, you should be able to get something in return for the next year's content, because you got a whole year's worth of content here, And if people like this, you might as well reward them for it.
From playing my team. My NBA has spent the offseason making improvements to how you build your coaching staff.
I like the layout a bit already. Like it's not great. Don't get me wrong, it's not great, but it's better than it has been.
And train players. These are neat additions for those who want to really dig into running a franchise but are hardly game changers. And the W feels like an afterthought of my career. Sure, you don't have to go through the ridiculous grind to build up your player, but Visual Concepts essentially took all of its ideas from my career and turned them into basic menus. It certainly isn't the send up fans of the WNBA would want. NBA 2K22 makes some welcome changes to its on-court action. The new stamina system is a game changer, leading to the series' best offensive flow in years. Defensively, the tweaks to blocks and shot contests make the paint a dangerous place to be. However, the technical issues and questionable choices and overuse of microtransactions in several of the modes keep it from being a
Saying that the microtransactions aren't, whatever he said, like aren't there, or like aren't making them less important to, what did you just say?
overuse of microtransactions.
Overuse. I'm sorry. I might be wrong. But didn't you just contradict yourself? Fucking. I'm so confused.
The modes keep it from being a real contender. There's a high-quality basketball sim here, but it makes more unforced errors than you'd expect for a series that's been iterating for so long.
Personally, give it an 8. But I also think that might be on the fact that 2K have been underachieving for so long. Now that they're actually starting to live up to some expectation, it's like, oh shit, yeah. But they need some competition. They need NBA Live. They need someone else to come in and put it to them, make them actually realize that there's shit that they're not doing.
For more, check out our reviews of WRC 10 and Madden NFL 22.
Thanks.
And for everything,
I don't know what anyone else is thinking, but I'm really enjoying 2K this year. Let me know what you guys are. Point guard, power forward, center, jizz junkie. I mean, shooting guard, whatever you want to be. Just let me know. I need some people to play with. A half decent power forward. Got to get my rebounds up a little bit, but hey, we're here for the fun. We're here to suck some. I meant, on that note, I'm out.